Good day. This is um, this is probably going to go up the 16th or the 17th of August. I am not home at this time. I am in Chicago on one of those days, but I'm going to upload it one 16th or 17th, and so that's what it'll be. I'm going to do a review here of Contact Front. We looked at this the other day, and I was wanting to get a review done, and I've played it. I think I played it enough. And it is a couple things I do want to say. Adam Mitchell is a friend of mine. He's in a lot of ways my mentor in the gaming space. Um, but I did not get this free. I paid for it, just like everybody else that gets it. Paid for it, and even though he's my friend, and I think I can give an honest review, honest and open review. I think that won't deter me from being honest about it. All right. The couple things I want to say. First of all, I like the cover. Maybe it could be a little lighter, but I like the cover. I think it's beautiful. Beautiful looking game, in my opinion. Other thing I want to say about it, 10% of the price of the book is being donated to Help for Heroes, the UK Armed Forces and Veterans Charity. That should be a reason. That's a good reason. That's a good cause. Let me say this. I think in the last couple years, last few years, there has been negative connotations on by some, toward veterans. Veterans of the wars in Afghanistan, Iraq, and other places. And I think this has a lot to do with a misunderstanding of a lot of those folks who went to those wars. Didn't really want to be there either, right? And I think a lot of people who think about imperialism, whether it be American or British or whatever, they say, we're doing imperialism, okay. But people usually saying that kind of thing are a lot of middle class people who don't understand, a lot of working class people. That is a way for us to rise up through society in some ways. Traditionally, it's been a reason to go to get an education. It's been a reason to go to the military to make a living after you get out of secondary school, right? So let's not put veterans in the same boat that we put our governments, please. And let's realize that a lot of these veterans suffer every day. And a charity to veterans, and that could be no matter American, British, whatever. Any veteran that's had to go through the, you know, the trials and the baptism of fire, we should not judge them so harshly, especially if we don't know the situation they come from. That's all I got to say about that. That's just a pet peeve of mine. Sometimes you'll hear people regurgitate things they might have heard on a university campus, or not all university campuses. I think most people understand. I think most people do understand that there's a difference in the Marine or the soldier and the governments that they may fight for, they may represent. And if you don't, then maybe you should. Maybe you should talk to some veterans and understand their side of it, where they came from, what the reasons were, you know. And some of them were misguided from reasons sometimes, but we're young and we do stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. So I do believe in charities for our veterans. That's just my own. Sorry, that's just my own banging on and my own soapbox. Doesn't have to be yours. I'm just giving you my point of view. All right, the layout of the book. I have to say, I love the layout of the book. I love this size for a couple of reasons. The main reason was it was easier to read for me. The font was bigger. I could read it better. I didn't mind the layout of the book. I don't want to go into too much details of the story because that'll kill the fun for you. But I will say this: I did finish this game. I completed this game and beat the game, if you will. Although it is beatable, I promise you it is. Although I think the journey is far more important than the destination in a game like this. So I love the layout of the book. The instructions are fine, and it is the cool thing about it is the co-op aspect. And now we're going to talk about that, right? We're going to talk about that, and this is just the mechanics. The mechanics are good. My favorite parts of it, first of all, I do like the mission log sheets. That's player one and player one and player two mission log sheets there. I do like that. Do like those. They're in different colors so you can tell them the notes. If you're playing by yourself, you're going to be playing two characters. And I love this, the Quartermaster store, where you're going and you're outfitting your own soldier, if you will, right? So you have a Beretta AR-70 or a SIG 550. Okay, so you have some very known European weapons there, right? And your secondary weapon, Glock 17, your Walther P38, your Beretta. Yeah, give me the Beretta, please. I'm already telling you right now. Give me the Beretta, please. That's for me. And then you have your special weapons, right? So, I like that. Ammunition. So you outfit with what you want. I did like that. I'm not sure how great of a difference it makes in the grand scheme of things. It does make somewhat of a difference, though. I love that. Love that part of it. I think this is honestly, and this isn't me just blowing smoke, I think this is the best one of these games that Adam Mitchell made. For me, I enjoyed it. For me, I think it's the best one. It's there's a little bit to it. There's some meat here. It's kind of meaty. It's not something that would be, if you're looking for something just to get up and read and make your choices, this isn't it. This is meatier. And this is really for me, it's a war game. It's war gamey, but it's very RPG-ish too for me. If you like war games or you like RPGs, you may love this book. And I'll tell you why. A lot of us, we played, we had friends. And so when a lot of these choose your own adventures were coming out, we were reading the adventure to our friend and letting him make choices. And as we were the dungeon master, and that's something you can do here. The co-op aspect is you play until you see this symbol. Where is it at? I think 26 may have a symbol. There's code words in here. There's 20. Maybe I was wrong, but until you see a particular symbol, a initio symbol, a start symbol, if you will, and then you're going to hand that off. For me, playing at co-op, I like to be with somebody reading it out loud, and then when it comes his turn, he can read it out loud to you or she or whoever. That's the way I would do it, and I think that would be a very neat thing to do. I could see myself, if I would have been back in the day on a long card trip and with 3 or 4 people in there, annoying our friends by playing this out loud. I could see that happening for me. But, like I say, that's me personally. I like that aspect of it. And I do think this is the best book he's done so far. There are a couple things I did miss in this, though, that I thought could make it better. And this is an opinion. The opinion is I kind of miss maps for some reason in this book. This book made me miss a map, and I'll tell you what. And that made me think of, now this is a completely different book, but there's maps in this book There was maps in this book, and you kind of looked at them, and were kind of able to get your bearings, if you will. There were maps here, and I kind of liked that. And I thought a map of just the area or the area you're in at the time would be neat. Just give you a little bit more of a, I don't know how to say it, a real feel, to give you more of a, I don't know. I just need a map. That's weird. And I haven't, no other book of Adam Mitchell's I've thought that, but I think that here. I just think that it screams for a map for me. But yet, doesn't take away from the fun of it, right? The other thing I think that and it's another thing I thought of Destiny Quest. Destiny Quest kind of, gave you starting points. If you had died, you could go back and start it somewhere else. And that's kind of what I like, what I say to do here, right? Is instant death. You don't want to go, I don't know. I just like that aspect of kind of the video game aspect. If you die, but you haven't died all the way. I don't know how you would do that specifically in a book like this, but it would be neat. But again, I enjoyed this a lot, and I'm going to keep enjoying this. I recommend it grandly. Again, if you're a war gamer or you're a person that likes RPGs, you would like this book. I do believe this game. If you're looking for something just to play through, just to pick up and play through, it's more meatier than that. You need more. You need more time. It's not just to pick up and play. You'll spend some time with it, reading the rules, getting used to it. But well done. My hat's off to Adam Mitchell. I wish I could do something as good as this. Not jealous. I'm just saying I wish that I was as talented, but I did have fun with this game. And like I said, we could talk about a lot of things. If you have cover fire, all that's cool. It's just cool. It's cool and it's fun. A1 for me. Glowing review. Like I said, the only thing I really missed was maps. I would like a map, but other than that, very cool, very well done. And this is staying in my collection forever. I can see myself going back and playing it, and time after time. It might wait a little while. I do think they're, but and it's beatable. Definitely beatable. I promise you. I played it till I beat it. So I can tell people it's beatable. You can beat it. If I can, you can. All right, that's it for the review. Hope that was helpful. I would like to do a playthrough, I always worry about these games. If you're going to have an example of play, maybe I should do an example of play. Maybe I will do that later. I just don't want to give too much of the story away because it's well done, well written story in my opinion, just as good as any other thing else I've read like that. So, like I said, I think it's Adam Mitchell's best book. I believe so. And I actually play the games, so I don't think you get the full flavor of it if you just read it. I think you need to play it, and play it to beat it. All right, it's online. You can get it on Amazon for $15. Again, 10% of it goes to charity, Armed Forces charities in the UK. And money well spent as far as I'm concerned. If you want something else, get this right here. This is definitely a different game. Just a dice game. This is a dice chucking game. You're not going to take as much time as you would with this. You're going to spend some time with this. This you're not going to spend as much time with, but it's fun and it's a dice chucking game, and it's such an odd game because it's you're playing a non-combat soldier, right? Traditional non-combat soldier, but that doesn't mean you're not going to see combat. You're playing a company clerk in Vietnam, so you may see you may have some problems. The Tet Offensive might occur, right? A lot of things can happen. So that's it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great day. I hope it was helpful. Again, worth your time if you like RPGs or war games, and especially if you like both. I think you will enjoy it. All right, folks, have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. I'll be back here. Hopefully, I'll be back here by Friday. So, yeah, maybe I'll get another the review of Levy Unmasked, right? All right, y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.